Good day, class. This is Robert Barnes. In a school science class, 4 worms were placed into 4 separate jars. The first worm was put into a jar of alcohol. The second worm was put into a jar of cigarette smoke. The third worm was put into a jar of sperm. The fourth worm was put into a jar of soil. After one day, these were the results. The first worm in the alcohol is dead. The second worm in cigarette smoke is dead. The third worm in sperm, dead. The fourth worm in soil, alive. So the science teacher asked the class, "What can you learn from this experiment?" Little Johnny quickly raised his hand and said, "As long as you drink, smoke, and have sex, you won't have worms." Pet peeves. My greatest pet peeve, I would say, is the anti-smoking campaign. As you may have seen in the, as you may have picked up in the joke, I'm an avid smoker, but I'm not for the rest of the things. I believe, and I've done quite a bit of research, that smoking or cigarettes has just been the fall guy for the real culprit, and the government certainly doesn't want the real culprit to be exposed, and that real culprit is hydrogen fluoride. The same stuff that's found in our toothpaste, our water, canned fruits and vegetables. Fluoride was a conspiracy to get rid of their toxic waste, because they used fluorine gas to smelt uranium and make it a bomb grade. They later on, after the Manhattan Project, started a campaign to put fluoride in everything we consume, with the story that it strengthened teeth and bones. It doesn't. It's the main cause of osteoporosis, and it is the cause of cancer, not cigarettes. On one side, I can understand why people don't like being around smoke. But when they start saying you can't even use electronic cigarettes as your means of being able to smoke around other people, and that's just, to me, outrageous. There was a story about one person in a restaurant that commenced to use electronic cigarettes to smoke, and one of the families complained to the waiter, and the waiter immediately told him he couldn't use them. Well, all these things don't emit any smoke. So what was the real reason? The real reason was the image that having that thing in your mouth proposed. And my argument is that it's one thing to tell kids it's bad to smoke, but it's another thing when you start infringing on other people's rights. I believe if you're going to tell kids they need to stay away from cigarettes, you need to make them understand that the other people have the rights to the choices they make, and that you want to encourage them not to smoke because you believe it's wrong. With that, I'll end with this. Cigarettes are not the villains they've been played out to be.